Armaments are something that I have seen people misunderstand and have a difficulty with. Throughout my time as a king, I was doing account reviews with a lot of my members. I would look at their accounts, see what they can work on, see how they can improve something, and if they're missing something that can really boost their account. 95% of the time, it was armaments. People would see anything and everything and save it. I've seen people be able to get a balanced or one of those other inscriptions in there, but they didn't know they could because everything was locked. One thing to remember with legendary inscriptions: when you get a legendary inscription, there's only going to be 2 locations they're going to give you tablets, something you can put on any armament that you have. It's going to be the top left, so your scroll, then your banner in the bottom right. Everything else is going to come automatically with something. You are able to get inscriptions here, but it is a lot rarer to end up with a legendary or rare. Most people aren't going to get those. You're going to get stuff that is automatic from your pity system, or you're going to pull something from a chest that's going to have a good white inscription. When I am doing my own armaments, I am not one to save many things. As you can see, I don't have many things locked. I keep my Defiant locked just because it is a rare inscription. It has good all damage, okay stats on the defense and the attack. But when going to my armaments, I don't have a ton. I am a little fat right now. I haven't been recycling, but in terms of locked stuff, I do not have many. When you go to the scroll, the things that I do have locked or equipped are going to be legendaries, a good all damage with high stats. I can change this to Cav, I could change it to Inf, I could change it to Archer, but I'm able to get a different stat. If I get another Hunter and I say I want to run another skill damage march, I can swap this over to Cav or to Archer and make it a great Hunter. For me, this is what's going to be on my next autarch, so I have more in my Delta formation. I'm not saving things that are low stats. I'm looking for all damage. I'm looking for at least, I'd love 2.5 for everything, but I have been a little bit tighter on the stones to transmute, so I've been taking the 2.3. With the purples, I'm not taking anything. Most of those are being recycled as time goes on. With the instrument, these are all from recent chests that I opened. I haven't recycled them yet, but I'm not holding many things. I'm keeping rares. I have causative, and that's it for locked. For the flags, I am doing the exact same thing as the scroll. I'm going to be saving good all damage, decent stats, or if it's good all damage and bad stats, I'm going to re-roll it. For here, I do mainly only have stuff that's locked that is rares. I have determined, I haven't really chosen what I'm going to put that on. I have this from when I was running my Attila March. I swapped it over to Delta before I got my Steel Skin. These others that I have currently, I'm not going to keep them. They are going to be recycled. And that's okay. They're meant to be used in some kind of way. If it's going to be the way that's boosting your march and getting rid of to then get that next Steel Skin or balanced, that's going to be best for your account. For the emblem, I'm handling it the same way as the instrument. There's not much that is locked here that's not equipped. Everything's kind of garbage. I'm not going to keep these. Again, they're going to be recycled. resistance isn't going to be good for me. These stats aren't good. I'm not going to be able to put something on it. Let it go towards my next pity system. Yes, I do have some really bad ones. I mean, this is an uninscribed wedge formation that I put on Guan just for Canyon, but it does have its needs. What I am going to do is recycle it and use it for this. So far, I've gotten 2 balanced and 1 steel skin. Yes, I do put a lot towards my armaments because I want them to be as best as they can be. I'm not keeping junk. I'm not hoarding them. I'm using them to their best ability, which if I do get a good one, I will use it. When I was running an Arch March, I had Smite instead of a rare. We've all seen the information about destructive and how bad it is for Attila. That's fine. I'm not going to run it. I'm going to use a normal inscription on it. So if I get something good that boosts normal damage, I'm using that on there. Another thing to think about is going to be, can you improve your best march with a conversion? I am pulling different pities depending on how close I was. Like I said, I wasn't running an Arch March anymore, but I ran this until I got straight to the point. This pity was at 6 out of 10. My delta at the time was 1 out of 10. I needed to get butterfly effect for my delta march for when the new cav came out. The only one that was close enough was going to be my arch. I didn't want to end up trying to spin from 1 all the way to 7, 8, or 9, or 10. I wanted to get it as soon as I could. Yes, I did end up having to use conversion stones for them, and it did cost a lot for those stones. But I now have one of the best inscriptions for Delta. I get my Autarch at the end of its KVK. I swap it, put it on here. I'm now 3 out of 4 legendary inscriptions on my Delta March, and I have not started this long ago. This march did start as my Wedge March. I was only running 1 Cav March at the time. I did decide to build a second. This was most of my Arch and my 3rd Archer gear, or my 3rd Archer March as well. I had most of this on circle formation for CY. I wasn't running it as a garrison anymore. I was running CY secondary. I decided to convert it and transmute it into a Cav March. Is that the more expensive way to do it? Yes. But it has brought me... Sorry, I was doing that. But it has brought me to being able to run legendary and rares on all of my marches now. Every single march is running legendary and rares because I am swapping things around, even though sometimes I probably shouldn't be. At the end of the day, you're going to want to run the best armaments that you can to help your marches in the field, in your garrisons, and your rallies. This is going to give you a 1-up on any opponent you're fighting if your armaments are better. Thank you all for watching this video. I am just now starting up my YouTube channel, trying to focus on Rise of Kingdoms. If you do enjoy the video, please give it a like and subscribe, and we're hoping to put out more videos. See you next time. Bye.